None of this conversation should be taken as medical advice for you. Before starting or changing any medical or wellness treatment, always consult your GP and medical care team.
Belinda, what are you doing with the phone?
Adding to my stories.
What, that you're recording the podcast?
Yeah, I'll thank you.
Oh, your weekly little bit of dance movement.
Yep, love it. Have you had any issues with Instagram today? It's been a bit glitchy for me.
Belinda, it's not like you to have issues with technology.
I know. It's so rare.
No, I actually haven't been on Instagram that much today because I've had a very busy day. So, there's right.
You're always busy.
Yeah, such is life. How are things, Belinda? What's going on?
Good now. Good. There's been a lot going on this week, Paddy, hasn't there?
There has been a lot going on.
There has been a lot. Yeah. There's been a lot of trolling.
Has there?
Yeah, there has. Have you not noticed?
No, I haven't at all.
There's been a lot of partnerships going on. Big congratulations to our Paddy from...
Yeah, so I finally this week kicked off my partnership with My BMI, which is www.my-bmi.ie, who are now the first start-to-finish service that can support you with your weight loss treatment in the Republic of Ireland in terms of delivering it to your front door. So from the moment that you do that initial step of doing consultation through to getting it through your door, they're looking after that full service for you, which is, and by the way, this is not a sponsored message or an ad at all. Just let you know.
We're just telling you what's going on in our life.
Just talking.
And just saying congratulations to Paddy, and also congratulations to My BMI for choosing Paddy. Great choice.
Thank you very much. But like that is a partnership aside, even. Like we alluded to this before Christmas, that it's just brilliant to see another, access route for people to the medication. You know, like with the service, you go online, you do your consultation online. Once you have your consultation, and assuming you're approved, then the medication will literally be dispatched and delivered to you. And that all happens within like 2 to 3 days from start to finish.
You have to do your unboxing, Paddy, as well.
Yes, I will.
So we can see the cold chain and what it's like in that.
Yeah. That's the thing, it's delivered cold chain from their pharmacy partner in Armagh. It is just, brilliant. I'd say I've had so many people messaging me saying that they're finally able to get on this journey in a safe way. And this was one of the things, because like we've both had brands come to us about different things over the months and the years, Belinda, and I know no more than myself, one thing that we're both really passionate about is that patient safety and how ethical as a brand and stuff like that. And are we comfortable with
authentic? And are we comfortable? And does it align with our...
Absolutely. So like I had 2 other like prescribing type companies approach me during the second half of last year. And first one I said no for various reasons. Second one I explored a little bit more, but then it wasn't the right fit either. So then when My BMI got in touch with me, I wrecked their heads with questions.
I know, I was going to say, you put them through it, Paddy.
I grilled them, absolutely grilled them about their patient safety, their start-to-finish process, their pricing, cold chain delivery, verifying people are who they say they are when they're accessing the medication, support, like
doctors,
so many,
your local doctor and everything.
So many
informed.
Things. And like even this week I sent them on feedback and stuff, and they've been so quick. Like honestly, they've just been kudos to them. But anyway, as I say, this it's not an ad or anything like that, but just brilliant if you're looking for...
Do you know what I get a lot of, Paddy? I get a lot of product people, and it's just not... I just don't want anything to do with it. Nothing. Yeah.
I got one, and I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I shared it with you. product that approached me this week. And my reply back to them literally was along the lines of, can you show me the clinical trial supporting, to evidence what it is you're saying? I haven't heard from them.
Yeah. But listen, unless it was something that I have been using for years or something that I've recently started using or whatever, and I can actually speak of it and speak to it and its relevance and, how it works or whatever, I don't. And you know what, Paddy? There's so many people out there that are literally just selling their souls.
Oh,
100%.
100%. And then there's people out there that are trying to be influencers or content creators.
But I was talking to a brand manager and she was telling me that what's more sought after now is micro influencers.
100%.
People that are under 25,000 that are more authentic and have a better connection with their followers and stuff like that, like myself and yourself.
Yeah. 100%. So this one things I was even amazed. So the reel that I put up, the first paid partnership reel that I put up, or TikTok the other day,
that gave you so much work.
I was kind of
mind numbing.
Yeah, but it was phenomenal to see. I thought, do you know what? This is I know my videos about Ireland specific and access within Ireland. Typically, they do well. So I thought, you know what? I might get 20 to 30,000 views on this, of which a high percentage will be from Ireland, and that would be phenomenal in terms of our goal of brand awareness for the brand that I'm working with. So, we are at. So what day is this? It's
Wednesday.
So it's just over 3 days, since I put that video live. And that video has been viewed now by 70,000 people.
Lovely.
Of which 85% of those are in Ireland.
Wow. So where's the other 15 then?
So
America.
The United Kingdom is taken up over 11%, and then other countries small little bits, and that's kind of what I'd expect, that kind of breakdown. But in terms of that, again, I only have on TikTok, what followers? I'll just check here. I have 8,600 followers on TikTok, which by TikTok standards isn't massive.
It's a lot. Well, but it is.
It is, and it is. Well, I mean, maybe for the niche that I'm in, maybe it is. But I think what it kind of shows is that even if you are a micro, I don't like the word influencer, micro creator.
Yeah, creator.
And you're creating content that is relevant to people, you can still get a massive reach. Do you know? Really, really massive reach. My most viral TikTok over there is about don't make this mistake when you're starting Mounjaro, and that's at nearly 500,000 views, which is
crazy.
Mental. But then again, your reels as well. You have way more followers than me.
Yeah, but I'm not on TikTok. I have 700 followers on TikTok.
But that's only a new account that's only open a few weeks.
I know, but TikTok just drives me wild. And I think the feedback that I get from you about TikTok as well, it's like the Wild West over there. I just feel that people are so much more mature over on Instagram, and then you still have mental people on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
What can you do?
It's I think
interestingly enough, go on.
No, what I was going to say is what I find on TikTok is that as well, people might watch the first few seconds and get the headline and then ask you a question, and I'm like,
oh, I'm not. But I'm you have
I've answered
had that
video
all week. Yeah,
and I don't mean just this video. I mean in general. So I do, I used to try and answer the people, and now in fairness, the last few days I've answered, I think, pretty much every single person that they commented on the video, just to make sure that, they were getting a good experience as well, because that is important to me still. But on Instagram, I'm just send them video, I'm like, this is already covered in the video. Here you go, it's already covered in the video. Because I, for neither of us, Belinda, this isn't our job.
No, God, no. We're only here for the crack.
I have 2 jobs that I kind of do. I have one full-time job, one kind of part-time, the radio, then on the part-time job is my radio. I have a full-time job Monday to Friday, and then I have my weekend job, or not my weekend, I can't get my words out, my part-time job, which is the radio. But then, like, there's the gym, no more than yourself. We have our workout stuff. January I'm doing the 5K a day thing. So, like,
you're killing it with that.
Yeah. So, like, social media can definitely be something that can be take up a lot of time. It can be hugely rewarding. And the biggest thing from that video for me is the amount of DMs I got and emails this week, actually, which is rare, from people saying, "Oh my God, this is such a relief. I can now more easily access the medication." And like, that's why we do what we do.
Yeah, exactly.
To help people
see
that light.
Not to help people that will look at a video for 3.5 seconds and then ask you, is this available in Ireland? Just stop. Can you just stop and leave Paddy alone? Just watch the reel. All right?
Don't mind.
Just watch the full reel.
Wow, Belinda's in full mum mode today, so she's.
Because I've like given out all day long. Well, since they come home from school.
I'm a bit nicer. I'd be like, I'll do my best to get back to you. But it's a good chance that the answer might be in one of my other videos, But if not, let me know. So Belinda, will we go to our topic, or will we keep talking about social media? Because separate to that.
Yeah, go to our topic. Go to our topic.
So what are we talking about this week, Belinda?
Yeah, Paddy, I've asked you 3 times and you won't tell me. Actually,
this is where Paddy pulls up voice notes from WhatsApp.
You apps, don't you fucking dare, Paddy.
Oh God,
Paddy's told me 3 times what the subject is, and I can't remember.
Yeah, literally before we're hopping into, what are we talking about?
No, I'm not finished. But in fairness, I know that I was told, and I know that I spent time thinking about it. So as soon as you tell me, all my thoughts will come flooding back into my head.
Brilliant. So if I was to say the words, let's see, body image.
Nope. That's not it. Is that it?
Oh my God, we literally have voice notes about this, Belinda. Oh my God. I love this. Oh my God.
Oh my poor my poor riddled perimenopausal mind is just
yeah.
Fake it till you make it, brother. Yeah,
it's fine. It's fine. Sure, we'll restart this recording now from the start.
Yeah. So, on today's episode, myself and Paddy will be talking about body image. And I'm just going to get my notes out.
Brilliant. Here's some I prepared earlier. And I love we're recording the video of this as well. So if you want to see the facial reactions to this, pop over to the YouTube where this video will be uploaded as well. Yeah, fix your glasses there, Belinda.
I just did, yes.
Yeah. So where this, I guess, is stemming from is a couple of things. One of the things for me is I have lost like 91.5 pounds now. And when I look in the mirror, as much as I know in my head I have lost that amount of weight, I still see the love handles, the fat tummy, the bingo wings, the fat legs.
Is that all you see?
Like, I can rationalize it and know that yes, my body is smaller, but and I noticed it the other day because I was chatting to somebody in their house, and I found myself pulling the t-shirt, reaching for the cushion, like, and I was like, in that moment, I was like, why am I doing this?
We do that. Everybody does that. Every single person that has had weight or has weight will always sit and throw a cushion over them. Not every single person, but most people that I know, I've always done it. I have. There's never been a point in my life where I haven't done what you did, like pulling and dragging up my clothes and. it's awful. It's awful. But like, do you feel, even though your body image, when you look in the mirror, do you think that your identity has shifted with the weight that you've lost, the way you feel inside? Do you feel like you're the same person, the same, not in a negative way, but the same old Paddy?
I feel more, I do feel more confident about things.
Yeah.
But then as soon as somebody says, oh, geez, you're looking great, I just like, awkward.
Oh, you should have seen me this morning, or...
Yeah.
But that's a very, very Irish thing as well. The inability to take a compliment is huge in our society, isn't it? You know?
But like, even this T-shirt I'm wearing, this is a T-shirt from bigger Paddy days. Like, this T-shirt, for people who can't say, like, this T-shirt is massive.
Yeah.
But again,
you're just wearing that around the house, though.
No, I'd wear this because in my mind it's
grand
clothes I wear, even though. Right. Yeah, I think it ties in with this whole bit that our head's not catching up sometimes with the journey that we've had and the progress that we've had.
Yeah, but you know that what that is at the core of all of it, it's body dysmorphia.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is. It really is. And I think because maybe it happened to you so quickly, Paddy.
Yeah.
Quicker than the norm.
Yeah.
Like, I've had 2 years to get used to the weight that I've lost. Just nearly I'm closer to 2.5 years.
Yeah.
To get used to that. And for me, it happened slowly, and I was working at it. I worked at every inch. I worked at every pound. Not saying that you didn't, but yours was just bang.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I suppose it would be the same, along the same lines as somebody who would have had weight loss surgery.
Yeah.
I think that's the trajectory of weight loss for them also, isn't it?
Yeah. I'd assume so. Like, I know a few people that have had, like, say, bariatric surgery and that, and again, a tough journey as well, and decision for people. I don't know what the info is on how quickly you lose weight after that, if it's comparable. I know the total amount that potentially can be lost is comparable to Mounjaro specifically. But I don't know the speed. It'd actually be interesting to get somebody on.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I know, like, obviously we had Rob on one of our podcasts. Yeah, before Christmas. And if you haven't heard that podcast with myself and Rob, it's literally just myself and Rob, man to man, having a conversation about our lives with weight from a male perspective. I'd really encourage you to go back and, listen to that.
Brilliant. It's brilliant. It gave such an insight. I've said it before on the podcast as well. It gave such an insight into the male perspective, which is something we do not hear. Yeah. We do not, and we have not heard it. That's the first time I've heard anybody ever talking about it. Males talking about it like that,
Yeah.
So,
like, the other thing is, I was up in Belfast at the weekend, and I was going to Pennies when I'm up there. Now that I can shop in Pennies, like, now that I can actually, it's not just socks that fit me from Pennies, I
was forever buying scarves and earrings.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Well, not earrings, but...
well, you could if you wanted it.
Could have. Since the referendum. But, like... and it's mad. My go-to still is instantly back of the rail.
Yes, 100%. Yeah,
Biggest
where the larger sizes are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I'm able to shop in Pennies as well. I've only been able to do it once in my life before.
Yeah.
And that was when I lost my weight on keto. I've gone lower now than the weight that I lost on keto, thank God.
Yeah.
And I'm loving being able to, like... I've never been able to buy even something like this is extra large. Yeah. I got this the other day and I have the black of it and I'm going to get the bubblegum pink of it, but I've never been able to buy anything like that ever.
Yeah.
And it's so trendy at the moment, the fourth arc stuff, that everybody's wearing them. And I've never been able to wear clothes that everybody's wearing. And same as yourself, probably, Paddy, as well, And it does affect you. It really does affect you, It's horrible. It's rotten, and it makes you feel like it just it makes you feel like an outsider,
Yeah.
even more so than your weight itself makes you feel like you're an outsider. It just puts another goddamn layer on top of all the shit that comes with having weight on your body.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, no, definitely. And like brand wise for me, like Gymshark is one of like the biggest brands in the world, and it's a brand that I love their backstory as well. Ben Francis and stuff there, hugely inspirational story. If you're into entrepreneurship or entrepreneur life and stuff like that, it's basically this young guy that set up making t-shirts himself in his own room, like essentially to this one-off, if not the biggest athleisure wear brands in the world now. It's just phenomenal story, and he's a good guy. So now, like, I used to try and order, and I think I have some here. They did some things in like triple XL, like shorts and stuff. So I had some of those that were still a bit, comfy around the thighs. But I would have bought them, and then I was able to get the double XL, and then I'm now able to get the XL. Do you know what I mean? Like, which is,
that's where I'm at as well. Yeah,
and like that's an XL from a brand that is aimed at predominantly fit gym going people. So as we know, XL in one brand can be quite different from another. So when I was over in London there a while ago, like to go into their store and to be able to walk around and know that I can pretty much buy anything here. Yeah, and like up in Belfast, I went into Gym Plus Coffee and got, actually it was now, like a really nice pair of shorts that they fit right. Yeah. And that might sound like such a simple thing, but I've lived the majority of the last 25 years not worrying about something fitting right, but about something that can cover my body. Do you know?
I don't know. I'll tell you now, Paddy, I do not know what it's like to have a pair of comfortable jeans. Yeah. I've never had a pair of comfortable jeans in my life, purely because I was buying them because I thought that they covered me. Yeah.
100%. I get it. Yeah, absolutely get it.
I recently bought an Under Armour t-shirt and an Under Armour pair of leggings, and when I tell you these goddamn leggings felt like butter on my skin, I've never felt material like it on my body because I've never been able to fit into anything like that, and it's got, and again, that's just another reason for me to keep going, because I want to be able to wear the nice things in the gym, because I'm enjoying the gym so much more now. Paddy, I was talking about this with my friend Mel today, and like, I have never in my life ever thought that the words would come out of my mouth that I just love going into that gym. I fucking love it.
Like, you should be so proud though. Like,
I am.
Like, imagine
I really am.
No, I'm good, because like, imagine if I'd said to you 6 months ago, sure, Belinda, you'll be in the gym in no time now, and you'll be lifting weight and you'll be doing this. You'll be like, no. I did a hip thrusts yesterday. Aye.
Yeah. And what did I do? I think I went from maybe just having a barbell of like 7 kg, and I was able to do 30 kg yesterday.
Brilliant. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah. I know, it's really good, and even I went to aqua aerobics today after I went to the gym, and I thought to myself, I'll get in here, but I feel now that I've outgrown it. I feel that I need more from it. I might maybe swap the aqua aerobics for lengths, swimming lengths now.
Like, that is, like I said last week, I'm back with my strength coach now after Christmas. So I'm back with him again tomorrow. And I was doing a new move the other day when I was in the gym by myself. And I thought, oh, that's challenging me. Something really basic, but I was like, oh, that's challenging me. That feels good. It feels good to get something that hits your body in a different way. And I think, if you're finding that from the gym, versus say the aqua aerobics or that, then but you still enjoy it in the water, then that's where it's good to, okay, how can I keep the water element off this, but mix it up a bit,
I'll never let go of the water. I'll always want to do something in the water. I
am missing at the moment, I don't have Like I have 2 gym memberships. So I pretty much
in 2
always
different
have.
gyms.
Yeah. So one is my main gym. I've been in it for years. Really, like, love the people that own the gym. Love the gym. They've invested so much in it. It is phenomenal. Like, it's literally a world class standard, the gym that they have, and like which is ROM in Sligo, Range of Motion in Sligo. It is just, honestly, it will give any gym in Ireland a run for its money with how much they've invested in it and the calibre and the amount of equipment that they've in there. So that's kind of the main one that I'm in, and they've brilliant classes and the instructors and everything. And then I have a membership for the other, I'll say, more budget type gym. It's a 24-hour one.
Is that where you go to have your PT sessions and stuff?
No, that's in ROM, so it is. That's in the main gym.
Okay.
But sometimes what I'll do is I'll go, I like to change the scenery sometimes as well. So sometimes I'll go in just to do either a spin class in the other one, or just to go for a walk on the treadmill because the TV's built in, and that kind of stuff. So I'll go there sometimes to mix it up.
And stuff, yeah.
But like, one thing I don't have at the moment is somewhere I can go for like jacuzzi, sauna, steam room. Now, my main gym is actually putting in a sauna, so there, which will be cool. But I was thinking today, I was like, I had some notion, was like yesterday, I was like, I'd really love to just go and go into the pool now.
Do you not have a local pool where you are now?
We do. I've not been in there since I was a child. I might try and suss it out. I don't even know how much it is.
It might surprise you.
Yeah. Because I no more than you, I love being in the water. Like,
I love it. Yeah.
I just,
since I was a kid, I loved it.
Yeah. I'm like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Yeah. I'm.
Oh, Paddy.
Yeah.
I love that. That's how you see yourself.
Without the seashells bra.
Yeah. And the green eyeliner.
I can do that.
Green eyeshadow. Yeah. So, Paddy, let me just ask you, like, have you noticed then lingering kind of insecurities, even though you have lost nearly 100 pounds now?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah,
right.
yeah. Because it's still there that I still have a fatty chest. I have fatty tummy, love handles. But I am aware it's smaller. I am. But there's definitely still that thing of, oh, do you know?
Yeah. But, like, your shape has changed, though, so much. You know that. Yeah. And my shape has changed as well. And it's changing even more now than since I've went into the gym. The thing is, if you say lost another 30 pounds, I still don't think that those thoughts, those insecurities, I don't think they will ever leave us. I think that that's just what we'll be holding onto,
Like, it'll be interesting it'll be interesting to see, because like when I lost the weight after The Biggest Loser, because I started regaining so quickly again after that, I didn't have a period of time really to sit with that new weight and see how did my mind catch up.
Your thinner weight?
Yeah.
When you right, okay.
Yeah. So like,
yeah.
And that's why this time, obviously the hope and the expectation is that this will be maintained. So I'm curious to see, how does the brain catch up eventually, or what happens, or,
Yeah, it's all very new, isn't it?
It is, and that's the thing.
Because I've never maintained anything either. No more so than you have, And that's what's bringing more and more people to this medication, is the fact that you don't relapse into, binge eating or whatever it was that got you to the state of us.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah. It is interesting.
Have you found? Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to go on a different topic there. Go ahead, though.
Okay. No, just wondering, like, has your weight loss ever, back then and now, has it ever changed the dynamics of any relationship that you've had?
Oh, so this is something that came up last week at an event when I was talking to somebody, and they said to me, it's amazing how people are nicer to you now when you've lost weight. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And it made me think, I would believe it or not, whilst I know a lot of people through different walks of life and different things I've done, my my circle of kind of friends is pretty small. It's I'd say very small. So I don't think I've seen a difference with those people. But one of the changes I've maybe seen a bit more in myself is that it's giving me more confidence to know my value a bit more, know my worth a bit more. And I don't mean financially. I mean like in terms of
yourself.
Just general day to day. Yeah, being a human.
Yeah.
And like I will always say and have always said that like your shape, weight and your size don't determine your value or worth as a person. But equally, I know that's
easy to say that, though.
Absolutely, it is easier said, but it is something I would reinforce with myself. But I'm starting to feel that I'm able to actually live that out as well now. Yeah. That I can actually feel confidence day to day.
So the thing is, Paddy, listen, what I think about this is if we are walking around and we have all this weight on our body, I know from my experience that I have in situations drawn back from things. I have in situations made myself smaller. I've not brought attention on myself due to the fact that I'm not secure. I wasn't secure in the way that I looked. Therefore, I don't think that I can expect anybody else to treat me any different than that, because that's what I'm giving out. And what I'm giving out is exactly what I'm going to get back. Yeah. So when we say, you know, oh yeah, people definitely treat me different, I'm being different.
Yeah. Yes.
You're being different.
Very fair.
We definitely, you know, and that's the point of it, really. And I know people say, oh, you know, thinness is equated to, you know, success or whatever, but it certainly does help.
Yeah. And
unfortunately,
particularly when you see some of the comments online on some of the articles that people put up and the way that people respond to each other and stuff like that, you can definitely see the bias that there is towards people who are living with, you know, obesity or overweight, which is shocking out there. So it's no wonder we have developed that kind of.
No wonder. Of course.
Yeah. You know, let me.
Which came first, though? Chicken or the egg?
I mean.
Yeah, that's the hard thing, isn't it? You know?
Well, I mean, if you look at some
social
cultures,
media certainly didn't help.
No, definitely not. But if you look at some cultures and some statuses over the years in history, being a bigger person was a status of success because it was deemed that you could buy more food, you could buy nice things, you could, you know, this kind of thing, and you were able to have a more lavish lifestyle.
Paddy, I lived in Indonesia, in Bali, about 3 or 4 times, right? And I am not joking you. I used to get on the bus over there, or a tuk-tuk as they were called. It cost you like 2p to get 5 miles. Yeah. And people, the locals used to come up and feel my skin.
Yeah.
And they used to touch my arm and squeeze my arm. And they used to equate that with wealth. And the whiter you were, the wealthier you were. The fatter you were, the more flesh you had on your body, the wealthier you were. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's mad. Crazy. It is. Yeah. But definitely, I think, as you say, that's one of the things, and we've touched on this a little bit before, but like social media and some of the negative effect of it. But I would really hope that hopefully from some of the content that we individually put out and jointly put out, like on the podcast and that, and similar accounts that share positivity and belonging and community as opposed to try and bring people down, that hopefully through those type of accounts that people are finding places in their social media now that make them feel good about life as opposed to the opposite, you know?
And also, just FYI, if there is shit on your feed that you do not like, just don't engage with it. If you engage with it, that's all you will see. Yeah. Just click do not like, why am I seeing this, blah blah blah. Just do everything you can to curate your feed to what you want to see.
100%. Like I have unfollowed so many people. I have muted so many people as well. Just because it's like, no, you're not supportive of me on this journey, on this healthier mind, on this goal of what I'm trying to work towards. So you have to protect yourself.
Yeah, you do. There was the most awful, most dreadful reel that I seen today, and I won't even say what it was about. It was about a GLP-1, but it was somebody degrading people for going on a GLP-1 medication and blah, 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 all the rest of it. And one of the lovely girls in the States that I follow, she had written this big piece about, you know, how judgmental it is, and I can't believe that you as a coach are putting out this content. And there were so many people that said the same thing. And I just kept looking at it going, don't comment, Belinda, don't comment. But I had to. I just had to. And then I had to block her because I never want to see her again.
Yeah.
But I will say...
I thought it was going to be something different till you said block her, because there's been similar obviously in the UK with a coach over there, and we alluded to this before in a previous podcast as well. But
I was going to say something, just what we were talking about a moment ago as well, that, you know, that relationships that you have sometimes change when you lose weight. Back in 2018, I had a friend, a really good friend, seen her every day. We worked together. We went to the slimming rooms together. I was her cheerleader while she lost 10 stone. And I had lost, I think, 21 pounds while she was losing her 10 stone. But that was my life. That's what I was used to happening to me, watching everybody else around me succeed when I didn't know what was wrong with me. And that was fine anyway. And she hurt her leg and she couldn't do all the things that she would have done to kind of maintain that weight loss, and kind of started putting it back on again slowly. And then I went on keto. And when you go on keto, it for the first like month or so, it's like you deflate, you know. And that was happening to me. And without warning, without anything, she blocked me out of her life. Yeah. And I have never laid eyes on her. And that was 2018. That is 6 years ago, and I've never laid eyes on her. Never.
It's heartbreaking when that happens though at times as well.
I don't think I'm over it. I still don't think I'm over it, because it was so abrupt.
Yeah.
Like nobody could believe it. My family couldn't even believe it, you know. But look, it says more about her than it does about me, I'm sure. But it's tough.
I had a thing recently. I'm not going to go into it too much because I don't want to make it too identifiable. But
I don't care.
Yeah.
She knows exactly who she is. Bitch.
How dare you block my Belinda? But I guess one of I had so much happened last year that it could be a whole series of podcasts in its own right, the stuff that kind of just changes in life and stuff like that. And I'm not going to say like it was a bad year at all, just stuff
that occurred.
Yeah, there was a lot of noise last year throughout various months. But one of the things, two of the things I think that really stuck with me as I was thinking about the end of the year and starting into this year, and that was one, that thing I mentioned earlier about, you know, be confident in your own value as a human. Mm-hmm. That's kind of stuck with me. And then another one was, I just have a frog in my throat. The other thing was, friends who are friends will make time for you.
Yeah, people, of course.
And that sounds so simple, but I just had some realizations whereby if you are somebody that is ending up doing, you know, most of the chasing to try and maintain a friendship or stuff like that, that there reaches a point where you're like, actually, I deserve to be treated better than this, and I deserve for people to appreciate the fact that I'm trying to, whatever, make time for them. And if that's not reciprocated,
we all have that. I know where you're coming from with that. Yeah. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to try that hard. Yeah.
And that's not to say people can go through things in lives, and you know sometimes might get a bit distant for a period of time or whatever. I do get that, but if it gets to the point where it's almost a chore, or I think for me it was a sense of even though I've made this effort or done this thing or whatever, this person doesn't see me as a priority in their life in any capacity.
But you do.
Yeah, as a friend. Yeah, as I say, my friend circle is small. Like
Same.
You know,
Mine's
like I have
tiny.
a huge amount of acquaintances, like a huge amount. But in terms of like people who I would be in contact with like very regularly, or you know whatever, chat about stuff like that'd be pretty small.
That's as you get older, though, Paddy, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think maybe part of it is you learn the people that, you know, as me and my little homies from Wicklow, you get to know your tribe. You get to know who are your people, you know, and like I've my friends from Wicklow in particular that are just like
great.
Like we're more than family almost, you know, that, and that sounds really cheesy and cliche, but it's the truth. And then like I was over in England last year, and there was one of my friends,
you were telling me,
that I haven't seen since 2011 was the last time that I saw him, and he's married now and has a baby and all this kind of stuff. I know how busy his life is. Like I know it is chock-a-block how busy his life is. And when I sent him the message just saying, oh, because we'd said loads of times, oh, you know, it'd be lovely if you know, got over to visit, and we said that loads of years, and I never did, but last year I did. And as soon as I pretty much said, oh, I'm going to be over in Reading, his response was literally, do I need to book a day off? Like, let me know, make time, do something, you know, just unconditional.
Doesn't matter,
I am prioritising you and going to make sure that we get to hang out. And we did, and it was just so lovely. Like, just to, I guess, reinforce that sense again of the people who you matter to will make sure that you matter to them.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, that will make, they'll make an effort.
I have two of those friends. I have Melanie and I have Louise, and they're both over in Cornwall. And just, if I was to land in that country, they would just be there, you know. Absolutely.
But anyway, that's a bit of a tangent, but I think tangents are good on the podcast sometimes, because it just brings a bit more of a human side to things as well, doesn't it?
we do have a life.
we do,
outside of podcasting and pissing around on Instagram all day
and injecting ourselves with skinny jabs.
So Paddy, tell me, is there anything else that happened this week of note?
I think it kind of reinforced the idea as well that social media can be a force for good and support and encouragement and building people up, or it can be a tool.
Oh my dear God, Paddy.
It can
just
be a tool.
Spit it out, will ya?
It can be
Paddy.
It can be a tool for bullying and nastiness and aggressiveness. And I think maybe you felt that a bit more this week than me, unfortunately.
I felt it. Mine didn't come until after yours, though. Because like we had spoken earlier about your partnership going forward with My BMI and how excited every single person that knows you, and the amount of positivity you've gotten from people online that you don't even know, that you've never met. Everyone's delighted. But there was this presence online that was determined, absolutely determined to... It almost felt tear down your win and the company that you are working for, and
I think
working with.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one, because I don't get why a small creator would try and bring down another creator when they're lacking context on stuff, they don't know the information, as opposed to actually just reaching out to be like, hey Paddy, wasn't sure about this from the video that you put up, are you able to share this information with me? As opposed to going and creating content then trying to rip apart people or things or stuff like that. I don't get that mindset. Well, I don't know. Part of it is that people just trying
Look,
to...
aren't you lucky you don't understand that mindset?
Yeah, I know.
Aren't you lucky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think some people, as I said to you, some people I think just want to try to create drama llama. So that
say that. What did I tell you the other day?
Yeah, I'm saying it. It's my word. They want to create drama llamas that they can seem relevant and that they can seem knowledgeable when in fact they're deeply not.
Yeah, at all. Yeah.
And again, I'm not somebody that will usually speak bad about people, because I'm like, it's their world. You don't know what's going on in their life.
But it is what happens, and it is part of social media, and it happened to both of us, and it was a really negative experience. It certainly was for me, because I have never been spoken about or to like that in my life, and it was so aggressive to put my lovely comment up there and just tear it to pieces. But look, what can you do?
I think where there's a line for me is like, you had put up a comment saying, such and such is reputable. Very nothing personal. This is the difference.
It was nothing personal. My BMI are an absolutely reputable company,
which they absolutely are.
It was a statement. That's all.
Yeah. So I think when something goes from being a difference of opinion into a personal attack on a person,
it wasn't a personal attack.
That crosses the line. The line. And
it was upsetting as well.
I can imagine. No, I can imagine. And
it was rotten.
I think the thing is, the main person that was let down there is that person has let down themselves.
Oh, I blocked them immediately. I did not respond. I kept my mouth, kept my counsel.
Yeah.
As my mother told me.
higher ground. And look at, if that person is listening to this podcast, no doubt we've just given them fuel for some more videos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. I hope she's not listening. Only because I don't want her to have any content.
Be nice. Karma.
Don't care.
Karma.
Yeah, I know.
You're definitely in a bold mood today. So yeah.
I know. That's because I had to kill everybody in the house today. Well, obviously not kill them.
Yeah. Okay.
But take that back. Retract that.
Yeah.
Give out to everybody, because I got my lovely new desk today from my friend Stacey, and it's lovely and it fits perfectly out on the landing. And then I organised to do a podcast recording with Paddy, forgetting the house at 4:00, 4:30 was going to be mental. 3 kids, Sean, 2 dogs, in and out the front door, in and out the back door, screaming about roast spuds and chips in the middle of doing homework. And oh my God. So I don't know where we're going to put this desk, but it has to be moved.
I would love some roast potatoes.
Oh yeah, Sean does the best roast potatoes. Did you know that Sean does all the cooking in our house?
Yeah, you've told me that.
Yeah, all the cook. He's such a good cook. I'm so lucky.
Well, my new air fryer.
It's me.
Which we spoke about. Did we speak about last week or whatever? But oh my God.
It's amazing, Paddy, isn't it?
So I got, I had an old air fryer that I've had for years. And I got one, the big double drawer ones now. That's what we have, yeah. Yeah, because, we had some vouchers to use and stuff. So, but, it's amazing. It is amazing.
Just everything's done like that, yeah.
I tried, a few people had told me, you can do eggs in it. You can do boiled eggs in it. I was like, what?
Yeah, boiled eggs, yeah.
Yeah, so I did boiled eggs this morning. 7 minutes on 170 is what I was told. So I did it, and...
How many did you put in?
3.
Right.
And I prefer the normal way of boiling eggs.
Céim fó?
They were... This is going to sound bizarre, but they tasted a bit dry.
Okay.
When you took the shell off. When you took the shell off, yeah, they your normal boiled eggs are really shiny, and these weren't. So
right.
Yeah, but everything else has been amazing.
I suppose if you were making a salad out of them, like an egg salad,
egg
mayo or whatever, it'd be grand.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my frozen veg in it tonight. My chopped up fresh frozen veg and my salmon as well. Sean's after doing some kind of pork steak roast dinner. I'm not eating that.
God.
But yeah.
And whilst we're talking about food, if you want to get a more in-depth conversation that might be useful for you in terms of nutrition and starting out in your journey or restarting, refocusing, whether you're on a medicated weight loss or not, check out last week's podcast. A huge response.
It's really
to it.
good. Yeah, it's great actually.
Huge response. All about nutrition, food, an insight from us talking about our foods and stuff like that. So that is last week's podcast. Check it out if you haven't already.
I did my lunch today and I put my lunch up on Instagram. And I want to go back later and have a look at the reactions because I'm sure it will have a lot of reactions. It was a sandwich and a packet of crisps.
Oh, Belinda, why? Oh, I see it there.
Yeah, doesn't it look lovely?
I don't know if I can show this for people on YouTube.
It's lovely. Yeah, it's perfect. Coming through perfect. Yeah.
What are they? Hula hoops?
They're the Smart Right hula hoops from Aldi or Lidl's or something.
Smart Right?
Is it smart?
Have they got AI built into them or something?
I don't know. Is that the name of them? Is that the name of them? The products that come from those shops?
I don't know.
It is, yeah.
I don't know.
And if you go forward, the calories and the ingredients are there. And you're getting like 33 grams of protein in that meal and also maybe near 9 grams of fibre, I think. Now, it is 700... Go on.
Have you coleslaw in your sandwich?
No. Yeah, sorry. I know I love coleslaw as well.
Oh.
But if I was to like coleslaw, the stuff that you buy is very, very calorific, so I'd make my own. But the 707. No, Sean would make it for me. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I know.
I don't do manual labour.
Well, I don't cook. I don't clean. Well, I do clean, but. The lunch was 770 calories. So I'm sure I'm going to get a horrendous backlash from that. But the thing that I want to say, and I will say it later as well in response to that, is I'm on a GLP1 medication. I only eat twice a day. I will eat a dinner this evening that will consist of 660 calories or something like that with enough protein and fibre in it. So I can pretty much eat food like that as long as I know that my macros are in it, and I think people have that really need to step away from the diet mentality where GLP-1 medications are concerned.
I definitely graze throughout the day. So I do. Like this morning I had my Simprove, which is still religiously the first thing I have every day. It has been a massive
part of my journey. That's a shot of something, isn't it?
Yeah, and I buy that. That's not a free brand. I buy that. Yeah. The first round of it was given to me for free by my friends in Melvin Pharmacy to support me on my journey when I was starting out back in June.
Oh, bless them. That's nice.
But I found such benefit from it that I've been buying it myself since. Like I've kept it on because it is a game changer for me. But it's like a little shot of a water-based probiotic. And it is expensive, but it's
for your gut health, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like very high quality, very, very high quality.
The reviews are amazing on it, actually.
They are.
It's expensive though, Paddy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But I mean, look,
I think it's worth it.
If you were going to buy a coffee every day,
I know.
How much, if you were to buy one coffee a day for a month, like you're looking probably well over 100 and something quid, like, Like
I spent a fortune on supplements a couple of weeks ago, actually 2 weeks ago now. Yeah. And I won't see the benefit for those for another month, like 2 weeks in, I have to go another four weeks probably, I'd say. But I definitely grazed her today. So I say I had one of my fake boiled eggs, because they're not boiled, they're air fried. But I had my air fried egg, and then I had a couple of more eggs actually, because I cooked 3, so I was like, I have to have those other 2. And I had something else. Oh, the protein yogurt is really nice. Nice.
Like, is it like blueberry muffin or something like that?
Oh, where'd you get that?
Dunn's.
Oh, right, okay, nice.
Yeah, they do a few different flavours. They do a banoffee one, there's a lemon one, there's this blueberry one. It's a brand, just can't think of it at the moment. But there are a few different flavours of it, so they do.
Lovely.
Some kind of, and then what else I have to do? I had a couple of cups of tea.
You eat your proper dinner though, do you?
Yeah, I'd have something bigger in the evening. Like it mightn't be traditional meat and veg and stuff like that. But
I don't have that. I can't.
I had a Chinese the other night.
Did you eat all of it?
No, I did not.
Knew it.
Chance to be a funny thing. Not at all.
I'd be delighted getting a Chinese now. I get 2 days out of it.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think of that.
You grazed on it, didn't you?
Yeah, no. So like, I wanted a Chinese literally for like the last week and a half. So those people were like, right, we're getting a Chinese this evening. That's it. We're going to get a Chinese and we're going to watch a film. So that's what we did. Got the Chinese and I went for something different. I always get the Cantonese style sweet and sour chicken, but this time I got the diced chicken, like curry. And again, usual. I like ate all the veg out of it, ate all the chicken out of it, had a few prawn crackers like with the rice and the sauce and that.
Lovely.
And then I was like, oh, okay, I think I'm done now. I'm done. And I was comfortable with just saying, no, I'm done.
Grand.
That's it. Line drawn, I'm done. None of this kind of constantly going back to other stuff.
So tell our listeners where you are on your journey now with the milligram of Mounjaro that you're taking and how long you've been taking it.
So I started my journey on the 15th of June. So it's about 30-ish week, I don't know, something like that, give or take. I am on 15 milligrams. I started on 15 milligrams before Christmas sometime.
I think so, yeah.
End of November, maybe. I think it might have been.
Because I remember thinking about you on Christmas Day, thinking, were you going to be able to eat?
Paddy under my tree.
I know, what? Yeah. What? But you did. You actually overate, didn't you? On Christmas?
Like Christmas Day. Like I definitely. It was one of the first times I felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I didn't eat. I didn't eat.
By normal standards, you didn't at all.
Yeah.
But by GLP1 standards, you would have.
Because like I had the soup, I had the dinner.
Yeah.
I couldn't finish the dinner, but then I was like, oh, but the potatoes are lovely. I'd have one more. So like I'd have one more, and I'm like, I can't.
Tell us then, what are your side effects like? Have you suffered with any side effects now that you've moved up to 15 milligrams?
No.
Because we don't know I don't know. Do you know anyone on 15 milligrams?
In Ireland, no.
No, same,
I don't.
Yeah. Now I'm like 6 months into my journey on Mounjaro, and I started at 5 milligram 6 months ago, but I'm still only on 10 milligram.
Yeah.
I think I'm going into my third month of 10 milligram, and the only reason for that is it's still working for me. Okay, if for 1 minute I start getting food noise back, or I start waking up hungry in the morning like I used to, bang, I'm up.
Yeah,
and I'll probably bypass 12.5. I can't say that. No, I'll have to do 12.5 for a month.
Yeah, so
it's just interesting, I suppose, to say where we are with it now. You know?
Because that's what, like, I'm tracking everything we still have to do a podcast about the tech we use. We've been saying that for a while, but the app
that helped us on our journey.
The app I use is Shotzi. Again, not a paid collaboration.
I started using that the other day.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love Shotzi.
Sunday night.
I've used it since day one. And again, if you're
can you tell our listeners what Shotzi is, how it helps you?
Okay, so Shotzi is an app that it tracks your doses. So every time you put in a dose, it will record that. It will record what site you used. It will record if you had any side effects for it. It will then keep a graph from day one of you using it, showing you the level that is in your body and how you have titrated up. So for folks that are on YouTube, or if you're listening and you want to see, I'm going to put this up here. It's like, this is what my
graph, your green screen is taken over. You're okay there now. Yeah.
So you can see the graph there kind of going up.
So I don't have that graph. Is that your 7-day efficacy of the drug? Is that your graph?
That is my all-time doses. That is
okay.
So what it's showing me is that, like, the dose will usually peak around 24 hours after injected. So that's when a dose will be at its highest in my system, and then it'll continue to show it dropping until you get to the half-life, which is about 4 days out, and continue going down. So it basically just shows that constant. You inject, it's building up in your body, and then usually after a day or two it starts dropping, and then just showing it going back down until you inject the next week. So it's showing me my total weight that I've lost. It's showing me my my current BMI, percentage of weight lost, all this kind of stuff. So I really like it. It's just something that I found was useful, and it shows me actually as well. One of the other things is, so normally we will track our weight, say, a week or month into whatever thing it is. This shows you the weight you lost since your last dose, which sometimes can be different for various reasons for different people.
Yeah.
And, stuff like that.
That's an interesting thing to track.
Yeah. So it shows you weight loss by dose as well. I just love it.
When I'm in calendar now, Paddy, right, and I'm going into calendar, today's date, it says shot, and then on the right hand side under the X it says estimated level 7.47 milligrams in my body now, decreasing. That's amazing. And this is a free app.
Yeah.
We need to get onto these people.
Yeah, so they
sponsor our podcast.
My dose at the moment is 11.03 milligrams. That's in my body.
Right. So I took mine on Sunday, and today mine is going down to 7.47.
Yeah.
And I've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday to go, and all day Sunday. So Monday.
So tomorrow will probably be your half day. Yeah. But so it's interesting. So that's interesting. That's love that shots. Yeah. What else did we have to talk about? Is that it? So some of the episodes that we have coming up in the future, folks, we're going to do one on maintenance, talking about our thoughts about maintenance, which is going to be an interesting
because we've been talking about that lately, haven't we?
Yeah, we have been talking ourselves
how it's going to look for us. Yeah. And we're hoping to have somebody on as well.
Yeah, it'd be cool to get somebody that is, maintaining at the moment, whether that is with medication or without medication, or maybe both, and to compare and stuff like that. What I would say
I'd like to get somebody that is maintaining with medication, because I have no intentions of coming off it myself personally.
Well, that's what I'd say about 99.9% of the people I see online that have come off it to maintain without it do end up going back,
and it's a pity.
Yeah, and that in itself is an interesting insight. But we'll see. So we're going to do an episode about maintenance, but maybe next week or the week after we might also delve in, and I'm going to say this and not talk huge more about it, but about me stopping and coming off Mounjaro.
Bum, bum,
yeah.
bum.
Which
it's going to be so interesting. It's going to be such an interesting journey. Say nothing. Yeah.
All I'll say
Should we
is,
do that next week, Paddy?
Yeah, we can, because my
don't.
I'll tease with this. My final dose of Mounjaro is next week.
Okay, well, let's do that then next week.
Yeah.
Okay, grand. Okay.
So I'm nervous.
Tune in, everybody.
I'm
nervous
to find out more.
I'm nervous to see what's going to happen to you.
I think we should. By the way, I think we should add some kind of little character skit at the end of this, or something like, "How's it going? It's Patricia here. I'm on the skinny jab."
That hurts my soul when you do that.
I put a pair of Spanx on Saturday and I haven't been able to get them off since. Has anyone got a can opener? I think Patricia could become, because I used to do skits of Patricia that was trying to lose weight, but I think she could become
I've seen them. Are they on your TikTok?
No, they're on my Facebook page.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. But
well, I can't knock Facebook. I'm doing well out of Facebook at the moment. I'm loving it. Yeah, for the first time in my life, actually. Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
Jesus, now how are you doing? It's Patricia here, and I'm just here.
I'm going to have to mute you now, Paddy. Give it over.
Anyway, right.
So we've to hang on a minute now. So we've decided that's what we're going to speak about tomorrow. Next week is you coming. Yes, okay. So I'm just going to have to write that down somewhere, because I'll forget that 4 times.
You are still going to be asking me a minute before we hop in next week, Paddy,
what are we talking about?
What are we talking about this week?
Yeah.
What are we talking about this week?
And I'll say, I swear I've thought about it for at least 5 hours.
But then you'd have thought about the wrong topic.
Yeah.
Okay, I am off to do my 5K. If anyone isn't aware, for the month.
This late?
I have to get it done.
Yeah, you should have done that this morning. What are you at?
I was in work, Belinda, at like 7 o'clock.
I was in the gym, then I had to do the school run, then I went to aqua aerobics, then I had to come home, and then I had to go and do a 4K. Come on, Paddy, sort your life out. Give up that job.
Yeah. And then, like, you know, I had to all my online stuff to like reply to and all that kind of stuff. And emails. I'm surprised the amount of emails this week. Don't forget, folks, if ever you want to email the podcast, you can do as well. It is just hello@thedose.ie. Isn't that it?
I didn't know that.
You did. You have the logins for it, Belinda. Is there like a carer's allowance for like podcast co-hosts? Like, mother of God, Belinda.
I'm turning into a full-time job, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
I love that for you.
Mother of God. Anyway, so you can email us if ever there's something that you want us to talk about on the podcast. If you have any questions that you'd like us to answer on the podcast, no matter where you are in the world, hello@thedose.ie. I am going to try and get a WhatsApp number set up as well, so that you might be able to WhatsApp us questions. We won't be replying on the WhatsApp, but if it will be a way for you to get us questions or comments or feedback or anything like that as well. So Mike, I'll get that set up by next. I'll look after that, Belinda.
I'll do that, Paddy. Don't worry, I'll do
it. Yeah. Paddy wasn't meant to do. But anyway, Belinda, thank you as always. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. It's always a pleasure. Never a chore.
Never a chore.
Sorry, my gym is just texting me, telling me how great I am.
Why aren't you here? Why aren't you here? But Belinda, until we talk next week, have a wonderful weekend. And
you too, Paddy.
We'll chat to you
then.
Talk to you.
Yeah, take care, everybody.
Take care, everyone.
None of this conversation should be taken as medical advice for you. Before starting or changing any medical or wellness treatment, always consult your GP and medical care team.